Hi guys, I'm Cody Jay and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today's video is going to be another challenge video, and today we are doing the What's in Your Makeup Bag makeup challenge. So I pretty much had my boyfriend go through my makeup vanity and I gave him a very detailed list on exactly what types of products he needed to choose for me to use, and he went through, picked all the products, tossed them in this Jeffrey Morphe bag, and together we're going to dive into this bag and hopefully he didn't do me dirty, and hopefully we have enough good products to do a full face makeup routine. So if you guys are interested in seeing what's in this bag, as much as I am, keep on watching. Okay guys, before we get into this video, as usual, if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so by clicking that big red subscribe button down below. And if you are already subscribed and you're returning to my channel, thank you guys so much for coming back. So today's video, like I said, is going to be the What's in Your Bag makeup challenge, and I'm excited about this, but I'm nervous because I had my boyfriend go through my vanity, like I said, and he picked out everything that I'm needing for a full makeup look. Now, all I told him was like, pick out a contour palette, pick out an eyeshadow, pick out, setting spray, and so on and so forth. So he doesn't really know what anything is, and sometimes products don't really look like what somebody who doesn't know anything about makeup would think they are, if that made sense. So I'm nervous to see what's in this bag. It's completely full, like there's almost no space in here to put anything else. So hopefully everything I need's in here, and if not, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it because that's kind of the point of the challenge. So I know there's a lot of times that he sees me using the same things and I talk about stuff a lot, so hopefully he picked some of my favorite products, but if not, oh well, I can't be mad because he doesn't know literally anything about makeup whatsoever. So I guess we're just going to unzip this bag and find out what's in store for all of us. So, okay. At first glance, there are some decent products and there are some that I don't use and don't like, and it's gonna be a little strange, but we're gonna make it work. So I'm not gonna show you everything that's in here. Well, I guess I'll show you a little bit, but we're gonna go product by product, I guess in order, so that this isn't all over the place, because sometimes my videos kind of go all over the place. So to prime my face, I'm gonna be using my Fourth Rate Beauty Acai Face Milk. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this just because of the smell. It smells like great chalk, but I think it does a decent job at moisturizing a little bit. So we're just gonna slap this on and spread it around. Yeah, it smells strange. Also, hopefully you've noticed already, but I have a new microphone. I massively upgraded my microphone, so if this audio doesn't sound better, I'm gonna be very disappointed, because not that I think my audio sounds bad, but I've always had an issue with it because I try to make everything as perfect as possible, and for me, my audio is the one thing I'm still not in love with. Like when I watch on my phone, it sounds terrible in my opinion, but like when I watch on the computer, it sounds perfect. So I don't know what that's about, to be honest. So hopefully this microphone fixes that, so I guess we're gonna find out together. So while this face milk is settling into my skin, I just did want to note real quick that I do have my eyebrows already finished, and that's because I did them off camera before I even started filming this video, because I know that there is no brow product in this bag, because there was no brow product in my vanity, because my dip brow is all the way downstairs because I forgot it down there the other day when I was filming some stuff down there. So other than that, everything hopefully is in this bag, but that just wanted to throw out is why my eyebrows are already done. Okay, so onto primer. There is the Professional Primer from Benefit Cosmetics. I do not like this primer at all, I don't think it does anything to your pores whatsoever. It just feels weird. I just don't love it, so I'm just going to place it right here where I would need it the most, where all my pores really show, which is in my T-zone like probably most people, but I just don't like the feel of it. It's so greasy and just silicone-y. It smells gross. I don't like any of it. Okay, so let's go through here and find foundation. He picked the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation, which I do really like, so good choice on that. This video could have taken a really quick turn for the worst if he would have picked one of my like super tan shades from when I was like really tan. But thankfully he didn't. But yeah, and also, sorry if I keep looking down instead of at you. Sometimes I'm used to looking at my viewfinder and now I have a monitor right in front of me, so you'll see that I don't look up like over as much. I look down a little bit now, so that's why. But we definitely need some foundation right now because his face is looking kind of gross. It's not been doing great. I've been eating like a pig, to be quite honest, lately, so my skin's been breaking out a lot. So I'm trying to get back on track on my healthy eating, and I just bought all my healthy food, my chicken, and my vegetables and whatnot. So we're back to running on the treadmill every night after work, and it's been great because, hello, are you streaming Chromatica yet? Because if not, why are you not? So I've been using that album while I'm running, and it just makes life so much better, and we're gonna see what happens over the next couple weeks. Hopefully I get back to what I want to look like again. Alright, that foundation looks absolutely stunning. It looks so good, so beautiful. Okay, so back to the makeup bag. For concealer, we have the Jeffree Star Cosmetics concealer in the shade C7. Now, although I love this concealer because it's very, very high coverage, it's very, very light and it's very contrasting, and sometimes I don't love that, so it is what it is, I guess. And I literally am gonna make some new merch that says it is what it is on it because I always literally say that. And if you didn't know, I do have Cody Jay Apparel, which you can find at teespring.com/store/Cody Jay Apparel. And right now you can use code JAYBABY for 10% off your entire purchase. Just saying. So I'm just going to apply my concealer in all the typical places. Now actually I've been taking it a little bit further up the nose to try and make my contour a little bit better. So I'm gonna take it up the side of my nose. And then we're gonna put a little bit here on the chin. And I mean a little bit. And then we're gonna do a nice little line down the nose. A little boop, not too much. And then I'm gonna do a little random shape right here. So I'm just gonna take my little Morphe sponge. Now, these sponges weren't in the bag. I don't feel like that's necessary because it's not makeup. And we're just going to stamp this into place, starting with our inner corner because that's where we want the majority of the coverage. And we're gonna work our way out. Now, just a little tip for you guys real quick, if you didn't know. Now, if you have a concealer that is not as full coverage as you'd like, which is not this one, because this one's pretty dang full coverage, but if you have one that's not as full coverage as you want it to be, if you let it dry down for like 20 to 30 seconds, it'll be a lot more full coverage when you blend it out. So just keep that in mind if you have a concealer that you really, really like, but it just doesn't have the amount of coverage that you want or need. You can let it dry down a little bit and then blend it out and it's even more full. So do you see how brightening that is? Like that's not what I normally go for when I'm, doing my concealer. It's just very, very bright, but definitely when I do use this concealer, I'll use a darker powder just to kind of offset it a little bit. So I guess that brings us to powder. Let's see what's in here. So we have the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. This is in the shade Natural Beige. Now I literally don't use this at all. I don't really love pressed powder. I always use a translucent loose powder. So I guess we're gonna use this. I'm gonna take a brush and just kind of stamp it on like, this one looks good enough for me. So I'm just gonna take this on my Morphe E48 brush. I'm just going to apply this anywhere we have put our concealer. Okay, so although it didn't take down the brightness as much as I would like, you definitely can tell that this side is a lot darker or not as bright as this side. So I guess that's kind of what we were going for anyway. So just press it in and blend it out. I actually changed that brush out real quick because there's a little bit of blush left on it and we don't want red under eyes. So using this pressed powder definitely took down the brightness a little bit more once I put another little layer on it. So you can see it's definitely still illuminated, but definitely the coverage is there and that's what we want. Now I was told the other day that pressed powder is gonna help not have my under eyes wrinkle as much because they, for some reason, always wrinkle no matter what concoction I use of concealer and setting powder. So hopefully that's true and hopefully they don't crease as much because it's definitely been an issue for me. But also if you guys have a recommendation as to what I can use or what I can do to prevent under eye creasing, please let me know. It doesn't matter, it seems as much as I moisturize my under eyes or what products or what techniques I use, I always get these little lines right here, they crease so badly and it's just gross. So if you have an idea or a recommendation, please let me know in the comments. All right, next up is to contour. So, oh good, so thankfully we have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette. And I only have like 2 or 3 contouring products, so this wasn't, too far out of reach as far as like what I might have gotten. So thankfully I got this one because I love it. So I'm going to be taking my Morphe M527 brush. This is just a very fluffy brush. I'm going to dip into obviously the dark side and we are just going to contour. So I'm just going to take a smaller brush. This is just an e.l.f. blending brush. Dip into that same contour powder and just go down the bridge of my nose a little bit. Okay, nose is looking a little bit better. I'm happy with my contour overall, so let's move on to some highlighter. Now for highlighter, we have the Makeup Revolution Strobe Highlighter in the shade Holographic Lights, which I do like. Kind of has a green iridescent cast to it. And for setting spray, we have the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray in the scent Rose. Now this setting spray itself does a great job, and I went over all of my new Gerard Cosmetics video and a dedicated Gerard Cosmetics video review. Wow, that made a whole lot of sense. So if you want to go watch that video, please go check it out. I'll have it linked somewhere. Maybe it'll pop up, maybe it won't, we'll see. But I did like this, I just didn't like the smell of it. But we are gonna set our face first so that it has a little bit of moisture and a little bit of wetness for when we put the highlighter on. Yeah, that rose smell is just not my favorite thing, but it's very refreshing, it does a good job. I just don't love the smell. It's a little overpowering. It smells like my great grandma. Rest her soul. So now we're gonna go in with highlighter and a fluffy Morphe brush. This is the M501 brush. I always use this for highlighting, and we're gonna get a good amount on that. It's kind of powdery, so like be careful. And then we're just gonna go on the high points of our face, like usual. So when we turn, you have a nice, natural glow. Now also I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose very lightly just to give it a little something extra and bring a little bit of attention. But I'm gonna be careful because sometimes with this color specifically, it looks too green on my nose for some reason, and then I look like an alien, and we don't want that. Okay, so our base is looking pretty excellent. Let's move on to eyeshadow. So let me grab my bag and, okay, so for my eyeshadow primer, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. Now I actually just filmed a video where I'm comparing this with my P. Louise base. I don't know if it's up yet. It might come before or after this video. I really don't know yet, but if you haven't seen it, it'll be up at some point. And if you have seen it, how'd you like it? So I'm just gonna take my little Morphe sponge and put a very little bit of this on the tip of it like so, and just press that into my eye. Now I don't worry about my eyes being creased already just from the foundation that's on them because I'm going to blend it out with this base. Okay, so for my eyeshadow palette, my boyfriend texted me and said that I could not fit any of your eyeshadow palettes. He misspelled palette. So I put one underneath your chair. I figured this is the one you would want. So the one that he put underneath my chair is the James Charles Morphe palette, which I do love, so I'm excited about this. This gives me a lot of options, and you know we like options on this channel. So to get this look started, we're gonna be going in with this first shade here at the top, and then the brown underneath it is actually the second shadow we're gonna use, so I'm just gonna let you know now so I don't have to pick this palette back up, because it's too much for my dainty little wrists. So we're just gonna take this, and I'm gonna be taking it on my Jeffree Star Morphe JS5 brush, and in circular motions, we're just gonna start putting this around the perimeter of our eye. Now you're not gonna see a whole lot at first. If anything, this is kind of setting the eyeshadow base, but also it's gonna help when we blend out our second shade because it'll give it something to blend into other than just kind of like flesh tone. Okay, so like I said, you're not really gonna see much. I can see it in person, but you probably can't see it on camera. So we're gonna take that light brown that's underneath it, the light tan color, and with the same brush, now we're gonna start applying this in circular motions. We're gonna take it very softly all the way out to the tail of our eyebrow, and we're gonna take it all the way down to the inner corner. So now I'm going to be taking a smaller brush. This is the Jeffree Star Morphe JS6 brush, and I'm going to be dipping into, I think, a little bit of this color right here. So let's get some of that on our brush and see what this looks like. Now we're going to push this right in the crease, which is the little socket area, and we're just going to stamp that on and then blend it out once we have the pigmentation there. So give it a couple good stamps all the way around and then blend it out. Now once you have that shadow applied, take your first brush with that light tan color that we used, and then very gently we're going to go over the edges of it just to bring back a little bit of that lightness and help to blend out this darker copper color. Okay, so this is going to be a simple eye look. So before we deposit a little bit more of a darker shade right here, we're going to move on to the lid. Now I'm not going to cut the crease because I'm not a huge fan of cutting my crease for like videos in general, just because it's unnecessary work for what style of look I do on camera. Because since I have hooded eyes, I can only do so many different types of looks on camera as far as like technique wise, like with cut creases. Like, yeah, I can cut my crease, I do it all the time obviously, and I can do a look with it, but you're not going to see anything really until I blink or look down. So what I like to do is always leave that little space here. That way I can apply my shadows in the same place that you would normally do when you cut your crease, but it gives the same illusion without having to go through all that. Now when I do like my off-camera looks where they're like a lot more, you know, developed and intricate, I always cut my crease. I always go, you know, the extra mile just because I like pose like this and I take my photos all weird so you can see my full eyelid. And it's like a whole production, you know, so that's why I do that. So I'm gonna take this flat M224 brush from Morphe and I'm gonna dip into, I think I want something just extra beautiful today. So let's do a little bit of this color right here. That took me a minute to decide. Let's do a little bit of that deep reddish burgundy. So we're just gonna stamp it on and see what it looks like. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, let's take that and let's put it anywhere that there is not shadow. Now this one definitely has some fallout, so if you're using this palette or you're following along, keep that in mind. Okay, so once you have it looking like this, you have the shimmer on the lid, we're gonna take another brush that looks like this. This is a JS6 brush. Now I'm gonna take something a lot darker, so I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's just a really dark brown. Now I'm gonna take that and on the very edge of where we put the shimmer right here, we're going to combine this with the burnt kind of brown orange color that we have going on. And we're just going to feather it in and out. We want to make sure there's no harsh lines. Just feather in and out. And then kind of bring it up and around a little bit with such a small amount of pressure. Okay, so that's looking pretty dang good if you ask me. So let's take a little bit of shadow underneath our under eyes. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Shack T14 brush. I know my friend Rocio has a discount code. You can use code Rocio to save some money off of your purchase. Now with this, I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade right here first. No, this one first, and then I'm gonna blend it out with a little bit of this, just to bring it all together and make it a little bit more cohesive. So dip into that, and just drag it from the outer corner all the way against your lash line and take it all the way around. Now just wipe that brush off on a paper towel or something like that, dip into the lighter shade, and then very gently drag it down a little bit and blend it out. I like the little smoky effect this gives. So now I'm going to take a small pencil brush from Morphe, and I'm going to dip into a little bit of this gold here at the top, this gold shimmer, and I'm going to take that on the very tip of it, of course, and just press it in my inner corner, just to give it that little pop, because you guys all know that I live for a nice inner corner highlight. I just think it brings the upper and lower portion all together and just gives that little boom. Like, you see that? Just that tiny little extra something something, you know? Okay, so let's look in here for some eyeliner. We have a black hole liner from Wet n Wild. So you guys know I don't usually do black liner. I love my colorful ColourPop cream gel liners, and we're not using those today because we're not allowed to. So we're just gonna put this on. Okay, that really just kind of zhuzhed it up a little bit. So for mascara, we have the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. I do love this a lot, so good choice on that. I have been sticking with my Maybelline Great Lash lately, but we're going in with this today, so give these lashes a nice little coating. I have such beautiful natural lashes, just saying. Okay, for my lashes, I have my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, my little pink tweezers, and we have our Makeup Geek lashes in the style Ava. Now, these lashes are amazing, but also you can use code Cody J to save 10% off any and all Makeup Geek orders. Just throwing that out there. So I'm going to throw these on real quick. These lashes are beautiful. Like in person, they're a lot more extreme and more obvious, but like on camera, it's hard to see them, but like you see, they're there. But they're beautiful. Oh my gosh, is this my new favorite lash? I've been using the style Graceful for so long on camera because it's stunning, but like, these work too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna go off camera, do the other eye, and I'll be right back to throw on a lip. Okay guys, I'm back. Other eye is finished. This look is stunning. I'm living for these lashes. Like, I don't know why I haven't been using these ones on camera. I don't know why. But like, sorry Marlena and Makeup Geek, but here they are and they're here to stay. So, one product we have left to finish off this look. Grab our bag one last time, and it is a ColourPop Lippy. Now, this is in the shade Girl Gang, which I haven't used this in a while, but I do like this. Now, the only thing I don't like about these lippies is just the shape of the product itself. It's, I don't know, it's just weird for me, but like, it's such a beautiful color, so let's throw this on real quick. Okay, so that is the lip. So now we just need one final spray of our Slay All Day setting spray. So I'm just gonna crack up my James Charles Sister Apparel fan, give myself a nice little moment here. How you doing? Okay guys, that is the What's in My Makeup Bag challenge all complete. This is the final look, of course. I think it's stunning, I think it's very cohesive, and I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. Like, when it came to eyeshadow, I didn't think that was gonna be an issue because there's a lot of choices in the James Charles palette, but I didn't know how everything was gonna work together at first, just seeing some of the products like the pressed powder, which I don't typically love, you know, the lippy, which was fine, but again, I didn't know what lippy exactly I was actually going to be using until the very end, so it could have clashed with my eyes if I would have chose to do something like a lot different. So overall, I'm very happy with this. I think it looks stunning. This is a new shirt. Do we love it? New backdrop. Are we loving it? Sure we are. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to keep up with all things Cody J, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok, all at Cody J Artistry. And of course, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below. Click that big red subscribe button so you can join my YouTube family. Turn on my YouTube video post notifications by clicking that bell icon and switching it to all. And I thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one.